This is not your usual video on Simply Legal. And why is that? Because in today's video, I'm holding something very similar to what most of you might have seen in today's world or when you're making certain parts. Today I'm holding a land title and I'm going to discuss with you all the essential features that you need to find out when you are buying land, especially you, the buyer, the common Ugandan. I'm here to speak to you especially because you have been duped. You have been made a fool out of because you didn't take keen notice of what you are purchasing. Therefore, in today's video, let's look at essential features of a land title. Let's go. Welcome back everyone to Simply Legal. I'm usual host Kahuma on this channel, and as usual I bring to you all the basic principles concerning legal and social life mixed together. I'm almost introducing pop culture into the channel, so stay tuned. Well, aside from that, in today's video we're talking about key features that you're supposed to find on a land title. Many times I get different queries and phone calls from different clients or different people who tell me that, you know what, Terry, I got duped by a seller, how can I be helped? Or this particular thing was missing on a land title. So I'm here to talk to you about everything that you need to look at for a land title, or at least the basics or the measures. Let's start with the front page. Like I've explained many times on this channel, we have a certificate of title. What you see here is a duplicate certificate of title. This is not the original. The original stays with land registry. So at land registry, the original stays there. Here I have the duplicate, but the duplicate has everything which is resembling what is at land registry. This is the cover page. It's supposed to have certificate of title, Uganda Registration of Titles Act. So this is essentially a blue page. Now, this is, of course, every land title is going to have this. Even though you may see this on a duplicate certificate of title, it may not necessarily be authentic because you need to tally it with the original certificate of title at land registry. So I want you to connect with me, you the buyer who is just about to buy land, but you're not sure that the seller is giving you an authentic certificate of title, which is a land title. Let's go to part 2 because I wanted to make this as practical as possible. When you look at this concerning part 1, every duplicate certificate of title has different parts. There's part 1, there's part 2, ownership, there's part 3, which is encumbrances, and then there's part 4 in the new land titles. So let's go to part 1, the property limited as to parcels. So this was just a copy that I got from an unknown source. I will not let you know who that source is. However, the important thing you need to know is that it's important to know the name and description of the person who you're buying land from. Assuming you're buying land from Wakiso or from Busega or from Mutundwe. I've explained to you many times that there are different land tenure systems in accordance with the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. We have freehold land system, we have Milo land system, we have leasehold, and we have customary. So anytime you see on a duplicate certificate of title, if you're buying Milo land or if you're buying customary land, well, customary land you have to buy from the officials of that particular area. Maybe it's Buganda Land Board here in Buganda, or in Acholi, wherever it is, Bunyoro, wherever it is. We have freehold, we have Milo. Milo are the major pieces of land that we buy here in Kampala. Since wherever you're watching from, we buy land, especially here in Kampala, or people who buy land here in Kampala. We buy Milo land. So you're going to have like Block 6, Busiro County, or Block 10, Mutundwe, or Block this, Kololo, Nakawa, whatever it is, it's supposed to be indicated here in the sub-county, in the county, the block number. So all of these are essential features that you're supposed to have concerning part 1. Now, when we go to part 2 is in regards to ownership. This one is very easy. When you look at ownership of the land, it is shifting from Terry Kahuma to Moses Sekalembe. So if Moses is the new owner of the land or the new proprietor of the land, then it is the new title that's going to be issued out to Moses should indicate his name, his address, his national ID number, which is a NIN number, his email address, everything that is going to be essential for him to be found by the government of Uganda, or it needs to be fed in the database. So all the features go hand in hand. Like we have seen, part 1 is in regards to property and the block number and everything concerning the tenure system. Then part 2 is in regards to who is buying the land or who is the former owner. If you're an uninterested owner of the land, you're going to find out who is Terry Kahuma, where does he live? He's a Mnyoro by tribe. Okay, that will not be stated here. That's just a joke. But he lives in this particular address. He lives in Kololo. He lives on Mackenzie Avenue. His email address is terrykahuma@yahoo.com. All of that is in regards to ownership. Then it also needs to have the signature. So it needs to have all of these essential features so that it is being able to get him on the database. Now, finally, when the new certificate of title is issued out, it will have the proprietor's name, meaning that the proprietor is you who is buying the land from the vendor, and the vendor is me, who is a seller. It should also bear a seal from the Office of Land Registry. Everything in Uganda which is claimed to be legal should have an official seal and a stamp. Ladies and gentlemen, as we finish this video, I like to make these videos very short as possible because in today's world, even you right now as you're seeing videos which are going to take up your attention, but this is extremely important. So I try and make these videos as simple and basic and short as possible. Let's go to the final steps. Part 3, we have what is called an encumbrance page. What is an encumbrance? Many times I've talked about an encumbrance. I'm not going to sing it, but I'm going to restate it in this video. An encumbrance is basically something which is stopping you from doing something. When you talk about encumbered, it's a barricade, it's a blockade. So an encumbrance is something which is stopping you from doing something. Concerning land transactions, an encumbrance is something which legally is stopping your land title from being free or your land from being free. So an encumbrance ranges from something like a caveat, it ranges from a mortgage, it ranges from anything which the former vendor or the former seller, the former owner of the land, could have put his land title to gain a mortgage, or he could have put a caveat, or he could have gotten a loan. In many situations, encumbrances include me giving my land title to a bank or giving it to a money lender, anything which is legal, but meaning that I have to pay back the money for me to receive my free certificate of title. So I hope you understand. So meaning that this is one of the most important things concerning a land title. The moment a seller is coming to you, trying to sell to you a piece of land and does not have an encumbrance page, then trust me, it is not a valid land title. All of you watching this, you need to understand that an encumbrance is something which is stopping you from having your land free and having your title free. So once it has a caveat, once it has a mortgage, you need to do your due diligence. I did a video on how to legally buy land in Uganda. I'll leave the link in the description below. So you need to carry due diligence. You need to go where the land is. If this person is selling you land in Budo, Nagalawi, you're supposed to go to that land and find out, did this guy do a mortgage? Did he request for a mortgage? Did he request for a loan? Does he have a debt to the money lender? So that you do not face these problems when the seller goes out of the country and you can no longer locate him. This copy that I got has a number of things mixed. It didn't come out perfect, but it will do. It should also have the map of the land. Unfortunately, it's mixed. The encumbrance page is mixed with the map of the land, but it's supposed to have a map of the land, meaning it should be able to show the decimal points of the land, should be able to see the mark stones. Even if you can't see it directly on the map, you can be able to see these small markings. So these are the mark stones, to be able to see the extent of the land and how big it is, so that you can be able to know what kind of land am I buying. Is it 10 acres? Is it 20 hectares? Depending. So finally, this land title is one of the prehistoric ones, but as of this year, the new land titles also have part 4, which is conditions. Unfortunately, it's not here, but conditions are also involved in the current land titles. And basically, conditions are to state anything which will further arise from you buying the land. Is it a condition concerning this or concerning payment, whatever it is. We also go to part 4. Unfortunately, part 4 is not here because these are the more prehistoric land titles. However, I would just like to state that as new developments in the law have come up, so have they in land law. And part 4 is in regards to conditions concerning the land. I'm not so well conversant with it, and I would not want to lie to you, my dear viewers. So until I do some more research on that, I will definitely let you know in the next video concerning land, and I will be sure to put it in the comment section. So thank you so much for listening to me, guys. I wanted to do this video badly on the essentials of a land title because many people are due. Many people have unlawful sellers who are selling these pieces of land to you. These land titles are incomplete. You find that you get a land title like this and it only has the part of ownership and the map of the land, but it doesn't have the encumbrance page. Before I finish this video, I would like to state it further that the encumbrance page is so important that many people end up buying a piece of land which has over like 3 mortgages on it in different banks, and the land title is with like 7 money lenders. So you find that your land is not free at all. You're now carrying the problems of the previous landowner. That is why I wanted to do this video for you guys. Thanks so much for listening to me, guys. I'm yours truly, Terry Kahuma. On this channel, Simply Legal is going many places, and I thank you so much for the support. Thanks so much for being part of my legal tribe, being my team, and learning the law with me, because I also learn the law with time and things keep on improving here and there. Until next time,